Hello, is this thing on? Yes. My name's Sir Ian McKellen, and I'm here to ask you if you enjoy Behind the Medal to please follow them on Twitter. Their handle is at Behind the Medal. You can find the episodes on any of your podcast platforms, so please like and subscribe, and tell your friends, because unless these guys get lots of hits, they will not pass! Warning! Warning! This episode contains swearing. So, if you don't like words any stronger than spanner or ragamuffin, then maybe this podcast isn't for you.
Dean? Gary. Gary and Dean, chatting along in a new podcast. Gary and Dean, and Gary's got hairy hands. We run around and see the world, triathlon tales, Dean's hair is curled. We talk some shit and play some games. For legal reasons, some names are changed. Oh, sorry. Gary and Dean, chatting along on a new podcast. Gary and Dean, you won't get this time back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Series 2, Episode 4 of the Behind the Medal podcast.
With me, Gary Damer.
And me, Dean Smith. How are you doing, Gary?
Oh, fantastic. How are you?
I'm well, I am very well.
Good. You look well.
Thanks.
You're wearing a jumper, though. It's very hot today.
Yeah, I felt fat the other day, so I had a haircut.
Yeah, it's took pounds off you.
Do you ever do that, genuinely?
I do. I have a shave. I shave my chest and I look slim.
Is it?
Yeah, when I shave my chest.
What, like naked or like in your clothes?
No, naked.
Oh, right. I thought maybe the hair on your chest was pushing your clothes out.
No, I have a shave and I look dead slim in the mirror.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
enjoy
that's
that
cool.
image, listeners.
Mm.
Dean,
Yes.
you're going to kick straight off with my feature,
Yeah, let's do it.
which, listeners, we've gone away and worked really hard,
Mm-hmm.
and we've come up with these jingles for you as promised. I'm very proud of them. I think it's the finest work we've ever done.
I think so.
So let's go over to Dictionary Corner. Dictionary Corner. So as always, we're going to do the couple of facts for you first of all.
Mm-hmm.
The Great North Run has just been.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So my facts are about the Great North Run.
Ace.
So, first of all, Dean, do you know, and I've literally discovered this about 5 minutes ago.
Mhm.
This wasn't even on my facts, so this is a bonus fact. Do you know who made the Great North Run?
Sebastian Coe?
No.
No.
Brendan Foster.
Brendan Foster.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
Hold on. Who's Brendan Foster?
He's a bronze medalist, Olympian.
Is he?
Yeah, and he's sports commentator. You recognise his voice.
In my head, Brendan Foster was a cricket player.
No, he's a
No.
runner.
All right,
Unless
fair
there's a runner as well. Well, you've not reacted. This has not been a good start. I thought you were going to go, oh, all right.
That's not impressed me. Someone has to start a race at some point.
Yeah, but all right. Well, this leads on to my next fact.
Okay.
He started this Great North Run.
Mm-hmm.
It is the biggest half marathon in the world.
Is it really?
In the world,
That's
mate.
amazing.
Oh, down in Newcastle.
Yeah.
Is it in Newcastle?
Yeah, you've done it.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to upset anyone from like South Shields or whatever
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
Newcastle. It's pretty much town centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Yeah. So it's the biggest half marathon in the world, right? First year,
Mm-hmm.
we'll give you a little guess in. First year, 12,000. So already quite a lot of people there.
What year was the first year?
Don't know.
Pass.
Don't know. I should have wrote that down. shouldn't I? How many do you reckon do it now?
Oh, if that was the kickoff, if kickoff was 12 grand, I'm going 50k.
57.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Biggest in the world,
It's
mate.
just half marathon. They don't do any smaller distances.
No,
That's
just
amazing.
57,000 people running 13.1 miles.
And think of the time you were toe to toe with Mo Farah on
yeah,
that race.
yeah. Mad, innit? And as I say, I've done the Great North Run. I love that it is so inclusive. Like again, it's very much similar to the London Marathon. The fact that a lot of people do it in fancy dress for charity and
Yeah.
all that gear, and the crowds on the street is just an incredible event.
Yeah.
The finish line on that is one of the greatest I've done because
Is
it's
it?
right along the front and it's just packed. People having street parties and barbecues.
Sick.
It's so good. It's really, really cool. So yeah, largest half marathon in the world. Mo Farah, right, wins it for a record 6th time
Oh shit.
this year.
Consecutive.
Consecutive.
My God.
Never been done before. With his personal best half marathon,
Oh no. Go on.
59 minutes and 7 seconds.
Good. Under an hour.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mad, innit?
That is mad. That is crazy.
But what surprised me is that's his personal best, right? The world 59 minutes and 7 seconds. The world record for a half marathon is 58 minutes and 18 seconds.
So he's over a minute out.
Yeah,
That is
which
crazy.
is quite a lot in terms of their speed, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But he was always, when he was an Olympic athlete, he was shorter than that one. He was 5K and 10K, I believe.
Don't know.
I think so. So the
No, he did. He did long distance, didn't
Yeah, but 5K and 10K is long distance in Olympic terms, isn't it?
he? I don't know.
As opposed to 100 meters.
See, this is where I get completely confused because I don't know what meters are.
You know,
I thought he did 1400 meters. Is that?
I don't think that's a thing, is it? 1400 meters.
That's what fucking Brendan Foster done. Wait, I'm gonna look at Brendan Foster. Wait.
All right, Google it. But no, but Mo Farah,
Oh, 5,000.
Yeah,
5,000 meters.
5,000 meters is 5K.
Oh, right, okay.
5 kilometers.
So 10,000 meters is 10K.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. I'm supposed to be educating you in this segment of the show.
Garishinary corner.
Right. So he got a PB at
Yeah.
59 minutes 7 seconds, right?
Hell.
Bridget Kosgei got the half marathon world record.
Right. When was that?
The Great North Run.
Oh wow.
That this year.
But Mo Farah won.
No, she's a woman, mate.
Right,
It's
sorry.
2019, dude.
I'm sorry, I didn't know the name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. She got the world record.
Amazing.
1 hour 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Which again is incredibly quick. However, that's a big gap, innit?
Yeah.
58 minutes for the blokes, 1 hour 4 for the women.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
It surprises me in this day and age,
Yeah.
sports science is what it is, that it is still that big a gap.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
Bridget, you've done well, but fucking hell, love.
Put your foot down. Put your foot down.
Pick it up a bit. Don't you, I mean, they're mad times, don't you think?
I've never really thought about it in that way. I remember being stood at the Leeds half marathon one year and talking to this guy, and I said, "Oh, what are you looking for today, mate?" And he said, "Oh, I want to beat my best." And his best was, and he said 77 minutes,
Yeah.
which is an hour and 17.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, Jesus, when he started talking about his half marathon time in minutes, I knew that the guy was quick.
Yeah.
But to think that some fuckers are doing under an hour,
Crazy, innit?
that makes me tired thinking about that.
Yeah.
What speed do you have to hit and maintain
Well,
for that?
That's what I mean. When I did it, and for those who didn't hear, I was stood on the front line, on the white line with Mo Farah. I was there. He was on the other side to my right. And I did try to keep up with him. I just thought purely out of interest. And he was gone, long gone. And for him to keep that up for the entire 13.1 miles is incredible.
Humans are very good at things, aren't they?
Yeah. I also just want to shout out David Weir as well. He was the first Paralympian across the line. That was his 8th consecutive time winning.
Amazing.
So this year, man, it was a fucking another champion year.
It was a bumper year. I was asked to do it. I got an email from the guys at Hollyoaks saying they had some spaces and they don't want to do it, but I was already booked up, so I couldn't do it.
Mate, you've got to tick it off because that is a great run.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fun. The only negative downside of that one is just carnage at the start.
Is it?
Yeah, because the bag drop, it doesn't start and finish at the same place.
Yeah.
So you have to bag drop on a bus, which is just chaos finding your right bus and then getting from the bus to the start line and then picking you back up at the end. But 57,000 people is to be expected.
Yeah. I mean, putting that sort of event together is tough. It's going to be tough. And I've always really fancied it. I remember watching it as a kid and thinking that it was like the London Marathon, and I mean distance-wise, just because it seemed like that sort of
massive
big
event.
I remember speaking to people as I've started running over the last sort of 10 years, and people would say the phrase something like, "Oh, I'd like to do a marathon," And they go, not as long as you've done them, though.
Yeah.
Because they think marathon is just code for a run,
Yeah,
as
run.
opposed to it being a distance.
Yeah.
So I remember being a kid going, oh, that looks cool. That looks really long.
Yeah.
But I was really good. Remember getting the email I think it was start of last year, actually. End of last year. And I went, oh, yes, cool. I'll definitely do this. Looked in the diary.
Bastard.
All booked up.
What's great about this one as well, and it is similar to London in that case, because it runs over the Tyne Bridge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that always reminds me of the running over the London Bridge bit.
Yeah.
But in the Great North Run, the red arrows fly over.
Is it?
Oh, mate, it's just incredible. It's a good event. Tick
Nice.
that up, listeners, and you self, Dean.
Yeah.
Let's tick it off.
Do you know if it's like a ballot thing?
No,
Or
you
do
know, you
just
just
sign up.
pay in, yeah.
Is it?
Straight away, yeah.
So it's not hugely, excuse me, I'm burping, hugely oversubscribed.
No, I don't think so. I think they can just cater for as many people who want to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, all 12 of us listeners here, let's flood it. Let's flood the Great North Run.
And on that note, hello, Mum.
Yeah. No, that's I like that. I like those.
They're my Great North Run facts.
Thank you.
Is it a bird?
No.
Is it a plane?
No.
Is it... Oh my God, is it Superman?
No. It's Hero of the Week. So keeping with the Great North Run theme, my Hero of the Week...
Brendan Foster.
No. Who? Is a fella called Darren McClintock,
Okay,
right? He's from Middlesbrough.
nice.
So he's from that neck of the woods. He decided he needed to lose weight after he had a bit of a health scare, right? He's a big guy, is Darren.
Yeah.
He's 40 stone.
My God.
Yeah, he's a big fella.
Wow.
Right, but he got a personal trainer, right? And when I was Googling this story, I remembered this story that I'm going to talk about. His personal trainer put up signs around Middlesbrough banning this guy from takeaways.
Wow.
There we go. What did it say? And I wrote it down here. Save. He's called Dibser. That's his nickname.
Dibs.
Save Dibser. Obesity is killing him. Do not serve this man. Ban him from takeaways.
Wow.
So all these takeaways around Middlesbrough wouldn't serve him because of this poster. And it's a cool little thing. They put
Yeah.
a picture of him with his personal trainer on the poster. So he lost 19 stone,
My God.
and he did the Great North Run this year, 2019.
Amazing.
Right? And before I tell you his time and that, he was interviewed after the run, and this is what he said. This is what he said, and I loved it. If he told me I'd be doing the Great North Run even a month ago, I would have laughed. That was him at the finish line.
Yeah.
Mate, his time was 2 hours 43 minutes.
Wow.
The guy's lost 19 stone.
Wow. So he's still 21 stone, the guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, fucking hell, this is what we've said over and over again. Anything is possible.
Oh.
That's mate, what
Absolutely.
hero.
He's lost half his body weight, near enough,
Yeah.
and then completed a half marathon.
Yeah.
What's your excuse?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly,
That is
mate.
19 stone.
Yeah. That's more than me.
That's a lot more.
Almost as more than you.
That's more than me.
Yeah.
That is mental. I can't compute that.
I know. But I love his attitude that he's done it, and he's gone even a month ago. I would have gone, no way.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to complete it. And it also drills home the facts, the difference an event can make, like the event itself, the crowds. A month ago, he's gone, no way. But on that day, he's gone, absolutely, I'm going to finish it. And 2 hours 43, I think, is a very respectable time.
Absolutely, it is. That's mad. I wonder what he did a month ago. That I know it's probably just a bit of a soundbite, but I wonder if he did like an 8-mile run with his trainer, and he's gone, nah, I can't do 5 more than that.
Well, you do, don't you? Because the last 3 or 4 miles are usually always on adrenaline anyway, aren't they? And it doesn't go into too much into his training, like what he got up to or the sort of times he was posting.
That is crazy. Can we have a sub hero of the week, like a secondary hero of the week for his personal trainer?
Well, his PT
Yeah.
trains one person for free every year, which I think is a lovely thing to
That
do.
is beauty. Yeah. Saving some lives.
Yeah.
That
I
is
mean,
ace.
saving this guy's life.
Yeah.
He's lost 19 stone. He's training. I mean, he's massive. The publicity off the back of it.
Yeah.
But mate, what a hero! I
What a
take my
hero.
hat off to you, Dibsy.
Absolutely. What do you think? So it'd be interesting to hear more about this guy. So do you think he was told by a doctor you need to lose weight?
Yeah.
So then he's gone in touch with Hero PT. Where did the conversation about running a fucking half marathon come up?
As opposed to, like, I understand stop feeding him shit.
Yeah.
I understand get active, but a half marathon
Long way,
is
innit?
a long way. I just wonder where that would come out.
I would imagine, I'm totally making this up, but I would think it's just setting goals. I reckon
Yeah.
the PT's probably gone, how do you fancy doing the Great North Run?
Yeah.
And the guy's gone, probably not.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's just goals. I think, I would imagine that's what's happened anyway. It's been that way round, you know, the
Yeah.
PT's gone, well, why don't you think about it?
Dangling carrots.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah. No, that's amazing. And 2 hours 43 is good going.
I think I'm
Good going.
I've not wrote it down again, but I'm sure I remember him saying that he was aiming for 4-ish hours.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What? Wow. But 4-ish hours must be walking.
I think there's a lot of walking involved, yeah.
But for 4, certainly. But
Yeah.
for 2:43, you've got to get a club on, really.
Keep moving, yeah.
I've done half marathons in over 2 hours, and so another half an hour on that.
Yeah.
You know, that's mad.
When you think about it, I think I've done one in 2 hour 10. So for him to do it half an hour quicker than me
Yeah.
is, you know, when
Slower.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, slower. Sorry, yeah.
Perspective.
I think it's mad, and that's why he's my hero of the week.
We salute you, Dibs. Dibsy.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Dean Shineri Corner and Hero of the Week in their new spot right after the opening jingle bits.
Yeah.
And new jingles for both of them.
Yeah. Do you like them?
I like them. Yeah, we came up with them on our little WhatsApp. We were just firing ideas off to each other on the voice note thing, just giggling away at the idea of Dean Shineri Corner.
Yeah. Deadpan.
Yeah, but I think it just heightens the show. It legitimizes the show as one of the premier outlets for nonsense. When
Education.
what? But yeah, so those are 2 new jingles and it's new spot. But this is serious now. We have a half marathon to compete in. In fact, I got my race number today. Did you get yours?
Oh, I've not looked at my postbox
Yeah, I
yet.
think it's landed. I saw the Wiggle sign. I saw the Manchester House sign. Shit has got real, bro. But with that in mind, how's your training going?
It's going all right. Thanks
Yeah.
for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going all right. I'm not running as much as I would like to,
Yeah.
but I am feeling quite fit.
Yeah.
Like I can feel the fitness there. I've been doing little runs. I went for a 10K yesterday, and I originally set out to just run a 10K. Like I just wanted to keep
moving.
Yeah, keep moving.
Yeah.
And I did the first mile, and it was quick. It was a quick mile, so
Yeah.
I thought, well, what I'm gonna do? I changed it halfway around. I thought halfway around after the first mile, just to see if I can keep up the quick miles
Nice.
rather than just distance. So I ended up doing a fast 10K.
Nice.
And it felt good. I felt strong. My breathing was all right. There was like a slight uphill bit where I was like really trying to focus. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you ever get that where I was running up the hill and there's traffic lights at the bottom of the hill, so there's quite a queue of cars.
Yeah.
So I was putting on a show for the people in the cars, you know what I mean? I was trying to look really focused. I was trying to make my breathing look good and my legs and my arms strong. And it pushed me on a bit, just putting on the show.
That surprises me of you, Gary, that you took an opportunity to show off somewhere.
You're so vain.
No, I do that as well. It's an audience.
Yeah.
As I sometimes put it, if I'm struggling, but I'm only like 2 miles in, I'll pretend like I've done 30.
Yeah, exactly. And it helps. I think it's tricking your brain, isn't it, in those weird ways.
Yeah.
When I'm in my car and I see a runner, I go, oh, he's looking strong, him. So I like to think that he's been doing that for 20, 30, 40 miles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just-
You ran here from Scotland.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But this is a thing that happened while I was on the run, right? I wanted to talk about this.
Okay.
We've been podcasting for a while,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and this thing that I'm going to talk about happened on the run. And I was thinking, how can I talk about it in the podcast?
Yeah.
And then I discovered this feature on on the mixing desk, right? So
Right.
I'm going to try this now. If I turn these two up, hang on.
Oh.
If I turn them two up, you should be able to hear that.
Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
Can you hear that? Right.
Mhm.
This is from 28 Days Later. Do you know this tune?
Yeah, I do.
For those of you who don't, let me set the scene. This is from the zombie film. Robert Carlyle and his family are in this house. and they're trying to get food or something, and all these zombies start attacking them from all angles, and the wife and the kid are in this bedroom, and Robert Carlyle is in one side of the room, they're in one side of the other room, and she goes, don't leave, and he has no choice but to fuck off out the window. So he leaves them in the house, and you see them banging on the window, Don! And he starts sprinting across the field, right? And all these zombies are fucking chasing after him from all angles. These zombies, right? I think this is one of the first films where zombies could run fast. Bear with me, I'm going somewhere.
I like it. Carry on.
I'm setting the scene with this nice bed. So the zombies are sprinting, and I was flagging, right? I'm 4 miles into my run, it's blowing a little bit. All of a sudden, this tune comes on my headphones. So in my head, I'm Robert Carlyle. I'm fucking sprinting through this field. I've got a million zombies chasing me. I ended up posting my fastest mile. I did a 7:06 minute mile with the help of Robert Carlyle and the zombies.
And a load of zombies.
Yeah. And then that was it. That was all I wanted to talk about.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I ended up doing a quick 10K, and I'm putting it all down to that tune.
Mate, I have done that before so many times. Not as specific as listening to a fucking movie soundtrack and imagining them in the movie. But I've been in on runs before where I've been absolutely flagging as fuck, and then a tune's come on, and in my head I've been thinking that I was shooting the music video for the tune.
Yeah.
And I've tried to like style it out and like done like big jumps over tiny walls and like imagine it all slowed down. Do you remember the band? Oh, what were they called? Nero?
No.
I think they were called Nero. That might be a mistake, but they had a few tunes. It was like a bit of a drum and bassy type band, and I remember they had a few tunes. What was that? Promises.
No idea.
That used to always come on when I was flagging at a run. I think it was the first time we ever trained for a marathon, so 2014, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And literally, I would be running, dashing around the streets of Leeds, pretending I was in a music video.
Well, I was thinking whatever gets you round, man.
Yeah.
So it just tickled me that I transported myself back to them. And it's like, and then because of that, off the back of that, I was thinking about the Rocky theme tune. Like, I don't want to be friends with anyone who doesn't jump up and down on stairs. You know, when they hear the Rocky tune. If you don't do that, you can't sit with me.
Cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What other things have got you around? Because I've got a couple of ideas that.
It's hard to recall them because it's definitely a spur of the moment thing. Like on my phone, there must be about 6,000 songs, so it's complete shuffle of all different kinds of weird music. So I can't think of any. Depeche Mode we talk about all the time, but that one.
For me, it's always just huge, ginormous flights of fantasy.
Yeah.
Just me putting myself in crazy positions and really imagining it so that I forget that I'm running.
Yeah.
Two of my go-to things is scoring a winner for Leeds at Old Trafford. So literally, I'm there in the fucking full strip. I receive a pass from Pablo Hernandez and stick it top bins and then go running off. And I can imagine it so crystal clearly, and the feeling that would give me and the endorphins that would give me if that happened to me, that I get an extra half mile out of it.
Great. Is this common? Is this a common thing, or is this because we're very imaginative people?
Yeah, I don't know. Listeners, dear listener, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Do you have this as well?
I like to think that everybody's got the flight of fantasy and the things that take them away from just running up fucking Manchester Road, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because there are sometimes, especially when marathon training, so when you're getting into the 18, 20, 22 mile runs, where I have had like full interviews with Graham Norton in my head.
I do that as well, pretend I'm on a radio interview.
Yeah. Full in like the whole thing. Like they'll go through Benedict Cumberbatch first, and then they'll talk to, I don't know, Taylor Swift, and then they'll come to me, and I go through all of it in my head.
Do you know what?
To get me round.
Graham Norton, the chat show, right? What always puzzles me is when the guests come out, a lot of them have a drink of choice, don't they?
Yeah.
It always amazes me how many of them take water.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm a bad man, but why would you not take a beer or a wine or a...
Are you just having it because it's
vodka?
free?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Graham Norton goes, you can have any drink you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you desire, we will have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a glass of water, please.
But that's probably their publicists or their managers or something, isn't it?
So what? But what about the time fucking Matt Damon went on it, pissed out of his head?
Wasn't that Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
Or is
same
it
one, same guy.
Ben Affleck, all the same dude. Yeah, I don't know.
I just thought that just threw into my mind. Right, so Dean,
Yeah?
with my new toy, I know what you're thinking. I don't want you to feel left out.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a. This is so childish. I'm gonna give you a bit of music as well.
Okay.
While you talk about how your week's been.
Okay, thank you.
So Dean, how's your week been?
Oh, this is nice. Ah, lovely.
Just because you're from Leeds. That's how I was going with that. Leeds scum.
Is that the gag?
That was it.
The gag is that you've got some sheep noises on the background.
Well, I just thought it'd like take you back to your Leeds scum.
What, because we have beautiful rolling countryside in Leeds? Is that what you're on about?
Well, lots of sheep is what I'm getting at.
Fuck's sake. That's a hate crime. You know?
Right.
I'm feeling very triggered right now, Gary.
Right, go on.
I'm going to write to my local MP about that. No,
I've been giggling about that all day.
Have you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You need better gags here. Or newer gags.
I know. Come on.
No, I've started doing a thing now. I am getting up at 6:30 and running for half an hour.
Right.
Just as a way of putting really strict routine into my life. And I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
It's nice. I'm running half an hour, so I'm doing 5K, 6K.
Yeah.
But I've been really busy recently with work and meetings and all kinds of stuff. So I felt like I've got that much brain space to go, right, here's an hour to go out and do something.
Yeah.
But half an hour's fuck all before you go in the shower.
Yeah. It's early though, isn't it? How are you getting up and just getting out the door straight away?
Yep, literally just rolling out of bed, throwing my PE kit on, putting my shoes on, setting my watch, like starting my GPS by the door as I put my shoes on, so that by the time I leave, it's ready to go. So it's caught all the GPS signals. Start it, and then there's a disused. I think I've talked about it before. There's a disused railway track near me, and I just get on there, run for 15 minutes, turn back around, run back.
Is there many other runners out at that time?
All the same faces,
Yeah.
all the same people commuting on the bikes
Yeah.
at the same time, and yeah, it's quite lovely. It's quite meditative.
How do you feel later on in the day? Are you not exhausted come 12, 1 o'clock?
No, it's more sort of 4-ish.
Is it?
When I feel like I need a siesta.
What time do you get up?
6:30.
It's early though, isn't it?
Well, I'm out of the door by 6:45. So
Right.
Alarm goes off. Bit of a snooze, bit of a stretch. No coffee or anything, but straight out.
Yeah.
And then back in, and I just start the day.
It's probably a better routine than getting up and having a coffee, isn't it? It's probably better for you in the long term.
Possibly. I remember reading an article a while ago where it said it was championing the idea of having a run on a fasted stomach.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But that sort of thing evolves all the time. That's one study. Someone else might come out and say, no, actually, it gives you cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always counter studies and counter theories to stuff. But I just felt like I needed a really super clear boundary to starting this thing out again.
How long have you been doing it?
Just over a week.
Here's a question for you, because this can make or break a lot of people.
Yeah.
Have you got up and it's pissing down with rain? Yeah.
Not yet.
See, that's the one, isn't it?
And also the days are drawing in. So
It's gonna be dark.
no, hold on, the nights are drawing in. The other way
Yeah.
around. So it's going to be dark fairly soon.
Yeah.
Like this morning, it's still light, but the official sunrise is after when I'm going out, but it's still light by this time.
Yeah.
But time will tell whether I stick with it. But for the time being, it feels all right.
Good. You got, like we've said this over and over again. You got to do what you got to do, and if it's feeling good.
Yeah, and because this is, I wanted to speak about this actually. We've spoken about motivation across this series, but I've found my motivation so fucking hard to find, and I've been finding myself looking on social media at people who are exercising or who are talking about doing stuff. We got a few pals who've done a few triathlon this year and who are training for various bits and bobs, and I've found that to be the opposite of motivating. It's completely turned me off. And I don't know why that is, like almost a jealousy that they have motivation. So I've used that as an excuse to go, right, fuck it off.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's actively turned me off. So instead of, I literally get up, don't look at social media, run for half an hour, come back and it's done. So I don't get the opportunity to be turned off by it.
I wonder why that is, because I see pals like on the bike and things, and I think, oh God,
Yeah.
I wish I want to be in their gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just where my head's at the minute. I think it's not. There's a. I'm jealous of their get up and go.
Yeah.
So I'm forcing myself to get up and go.
Yeah.
And which brought me to. I want to ask you this: as I was looking for for the next couple of weeks, ginger wisdom stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I obviously trawled the web for all of these things, and
Yeah.
there are tens upon tens, if not hundreds, of Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, fucking Reddit accounts, Pinterest, all of those things that are designed to inspire you to go and exercise.
Right.
Does that work on you?
No.
Why?
Because reading something doesn't make me want to get out of the door.
Yeah.
What makes me want to get up and get out of the door is when I'm in. I love when I'm in my car and I see a runner and I think, oh yeah, good on them.
All right. Yeah.
I want to be. I should go out and do a bit today, especially when it's nice like this. You see a lot more people out on the street in the morning, as you say, but then like coming home from work and going for a run.
Yeah.
I think if they can do it, you know, they've just done an 8-hour shift or whatever.
Yeah.
There's no excuse not to, is there?
No. Well, the reason why I wanted to ask is because I was reading these things, and even the ones that make a lot of sense and are quite genuinely inspirational, who's following these things on Instagram, and then seeing it flash up these fitness motivation things, and it impacts them positively. I only get guilt from them, is what I'm saying.
It's a good question because it must. There's so many of them around. It must have an effect on someone, or maybe it's purely just to fucking print off and have on your kitchen wall or something. I don't know. Live, love, life, laugh.
Yeah. I don't know. It just I've never thought of it in my sort of past looking for stuff from for Ginger Wisdom, but today and yesterday as I was looking for it, I was like, none of this. Who's this appealing to?
It's the fact that it's just faceless and sort of meaningless. Really, it's just words in it.
Yeah, it's like a symmetrical sunset vista.
Yeah,
with words over the top.
Yeah,
if you can dream it, do it.
Boring, mate. So boring. Whereas I love. This is what confuses me about what you just said there, because I love seeing a mate, you know, with a medal and a beer in his hand. I think, oh fucking hell, I should get back into it for that.
I love to see it, but I think it's more like the training stuff that I see, and the medals and everything are earned, and that's cool, and I don't have a jealousy there. I'm always very proud of my pals when that happens. But then if I see people's even people videoing themselves in the gym, or people videoing themselves doing this, that, and the other, training wise, I'm a bit like, oh.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I think it's just at the minute with me.
Yeah, just headspace, innit?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've already answered it anyway, but stay clear of social media and as much as you can get out and do some, which sounds like it's working out for you in the morning.
Yes. I just need to up it now, because 5K is a lot different to 21 when we do that in a few weeks.
What another thing I thought yesterday when I was doing a 10K, it feels 6 miles feels longer than a 10K.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
It's shorter than a 10K, 6 miles, by 0.2.
Yeah, all right, well, 6.2 miles, dickhead. 6.2 miles feels more than a 10K because a mile feels longer. Do you know what I mean? Because there was bits where I was really struggling because I was trying to keep up this pace. They were all sub 8-minute miles, which I really wanted to do.
That's ace.
Yeah, and they were quick ones as well. But I was really aware of like how long a mile was.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, fucking hell. In my head, I was going, I'm just what I do a 10K.
Yeah.
But then I was on like mile 4 and I'm going, Jesus Christ, 4 miles is a lot. I underestimate it all the time. 10K is a long way, innit? Because I don't look at it as 6 miles, basically, is what I'm saying.
Well, we talk about it all the time where we sort of say, oh, I only did 3 miles yesterday. But 3 miles is a long way.
Yeah.
It's a big distance. You can't see it. You know what I mean?
It's like 5K. Oh, I only did a 5K.
Yeah, 3 miles.
Yeah, I know, but it's 3 miles. It feels long. I'm going to basically stop talking in K.
All right, you're shunning the metric system.
I think it's a lingo, innit?
Yeah.
What did you run? Oh, 10K.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, No, I ran 6.2 miles.
What, to make yourself feel better?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Because I underestimate a 10K, whereas 6.2 miles is a long way.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, is that? Do you think that's because the 10K race is so accessible, and we sort of started out doing those things?
Possibly, yeah,
So the
maybe.
language around it is more like, oh, 10K.
Yeah, I just think it. Yeah, I think it's like a slang, innit?
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it doesn't have as much gravitas
Yeah,
as
impact. It doesn't have as much impact.
which is weird because the number is bigger
Yeah, I know.
officially.
It's just mind games, innit? It's again just
Yeah,
sort of having words with yourself, making promises, and
yeah,
trying to digest it in ways that will make it
yeah.
easier and more.
The time that most distracted me, the miles versus kilometers thing, was the very first marathon we ever did in Tromsø.
Yeah.
Because I trained in miles in the hills of Yorkshire, and then we got to Tromsø in the Arctic Circle. Everything was alien. We go back to episode 1 if you want to listen to of the first series to listen to our tales out in Norway. But I'd had no sleep. Literally landed, dumped my bags, got changed, and then we went out and started running, having trained in miles, and it started counting down in kilometers.
Yeah.
I hadn't, for the first half of that fucking race, I had no idea what was going on
No.
because I passed the thing and it said 39. I was like,
And what made it worse is you could see the signs on the other side of the road of them coming the other way,
Yeah.
which confused me twice over.
It don't take much, does it?
No, it doesn't take much. But I was thinking, are we at 39 or are we at 10? What the fucking hell?
Well, that's true. Yeah, you might be thinking, oh, it's 10K, 30 miles. Yeah. No, I mean, they all mean the same. 10K, 6.2 miles. It's all good.
Yeah, I know, but I just did. I'm just from now on. I did a very quick 6.2 miles last night.
Ace.
Thank you.
How long?
47 minutes.
Oh, it's good, man.
It's good for
Good.
a non-event.
Yeah, sub 50.
Yeah,
Lovely that.
because normally like road running is a bit harder. You've got to stop
Yeah.
for traffic and whatnot.
And you're slightly more pedestrian just because.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
cause, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's wicked.
I was very, very happy with that.
I bet you were. What's next?
I'm doing a 10K this weekend.
Nice.
Rated. Have you heard me? I'm doing a 6.2 miler this weekend.
Forgot his own rule.
I'm new to it. I'm doing a 6.2 miler this weekend, somewhere near Todmorden.
Cool.
It's up a massive hill. It's like a hill. You run up, you run down.
Is it like a fell run almost?
No, it's a road hill, but it's just a steep hill.
Nice. Well, that's good training for your legs.
Yeah. It's gonna be slow as fuck. I'm doing that with my mate Mel.
Nice.
So yeah, that's in Todmorden, and then we're gonna go for a pub dinner somewhere.
Ace. Yep. Classic social trip.
Yeah. And then the week after that, I'm doing the Pontefract Half Marathon.
Cool.
The hometown of Haribo. That's where Haribo's from.
Was it? Wow.
Yeah,
Dictionary
yes.
Corner edition.
So you run round. This is what I found interesting. You run round Pontefract, and the whole town smells like sweets.
What does it?
Yeah, but you don't get any Haribo in the finisher bag.
Ooh.
Yeah, what's that about?
I live near a McVitie's factory, so if the wind's in the right direction, your run is just pure biscuits, baby.
Nice.
All biscuits,
Nice.
baby.
And then that'll lead us up to the Manchester half.
Manchester half, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
How's your diary?
I've got no official events in. I just need to start upping it, really. I need to. What I respond really well to is on, say, a Sunday or whatever, just writing down how many miles I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Monday 3, Tuesday 6, Wednesday 3. And then just having to adhere to that. I'm a list maker. I've got lists of the lists that I've got.
Well, that's your job after work tonight.
Yeah.
Get home, make your list, because time is a ticking, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the half. It'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I'm not aiming for a time. I know we said 1:45 before, but that's just slipped away from my fingers. But just get round with you weirdos and have a nice time.
Yeah, while we're on the half as well, we're going to be at the event village.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be doing some bits for the podcast. So if you're running it, come and find us in the event village. I'm not sure where we're going to be yet, but lovely Ali's sorted us out.
Yes.
We're going to be there. We're going to be doing some interviews and talking a bit about the race before and after. And then obviously we're going to run it ourselves in between. So if you're about, come and see us at the start.
Yeah, so that's the Manchester Half Marathon this October the 14th.
Yes.
Sunday. So yeah, come down. If you're running, come down and see us. It should be a good day. They're always good days, especially around this city.
Yeah, man. My favourite city.
It's no Leeds, but it'll do.
I'm dying to do the sheep noise again at that point, but my battery's just died.
Ah,
Fuck.
I know, yeah. Flooring my new mixing desk technique. Four-day-old mixed meat biryani, straight from the bins of Manchester's premier spice district, the Curry Mile. Partially defrosted prawns, lamb as grey as Trump's real hair, and cat's heads disguised as chicken. Rice that we found outside in a nearby park. Most, but not all, of the gravel has been removed. And why not wash all that down with our exclusive, warm bottle of piss that I found under this bridge? This isn't just food. This is S&M food.
So now it's time for
Ginger Wisdom!
Ginger wisdom.
Okay, those of you who've never listened before, this is the part of the show where I throw some inspirational quotes at Gary that I have sourced off the vast interweb, and we see and we hear and we listen to what his brain, his fascinating brain, does to these things.
What the listeners can't see is the genuine puzzlement on my face a lot of the time, and my brain cogs smoking.
It's a beautiful thing, I'll tell you from experience. Okay, so I've got 2 quotes for you, Gary, as always. I want you to know your take on them, if you understand them, if they would inspire just your general thoughts and feelings.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the first one. Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting.
Yeah, so if you don't quit,
Mm-hmm.
you'll win.
Yeah. Take it at face value, though. What do you?
That was me taking it at face value.
All right, fair enough. But think about this in fighting terms, almost.
Yeah.
Victory. I know it says fighting in the thing, but take it as like if we mean you were scrapping outside.
Yeah. I'd win if I didn't stop scrapping.
But what if you'd lost both your arms and legs?
I'd headbutt you.
When I read this, what it reminded me of was Monty Python Holy Grail. You know the soldier who literally gets his arms and legs chopped off, and he's like, "I'll still have you.
Yeah.
It's only a graze," all that sort of stuff. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. So if you don't give up,
Yeah.
you'll always champion. You'll always win. Is
But
that what you mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Am I missing the point?
no, that's what he's going at. But I called bullshit on that straight away. Because there are points where you fucking definitely should stop.
I see what you're trying to get out of me. Right, okay.
If me and you were in a fight, right? I've never had a fight in my life, but if we'd had a fight,
Yeah,
and you lost an arm,
yeah.
I wouldn't say to you, "Keep going, Gary. Give him another dig." I'd be like, "Okay, let's get out of here."
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Similarly, no heroes when we're on runs.
Yeah, so no heroes is the complete opposite to that. Wisdom, isn't it?
Kind of, but I think it's the sensible version of this, as opposed to it being like, "Oh, keep going." We've had it before where we've spoken about tenacity, and we've spoken about training only begins when you want to stop, all that sort of stuff. But I think this takes it a step too far.
So I'm gonna throw the table back at you. Is that
Go
the
on.
word? Turn the table back at you.
Don't throw the table at me.
I think what it's getting at more than what you're coming at it from is don't give up. Not just in the short term, but in the long term. So because we say it's going to hurt for a mile, in the first week of running, don't knock it on the head after that. If you keep going, you'll be a champion one day.
Yeah. Like
so rather than going to extremes of going, if you're in a fight and you've lost your arm, keep fighting.
Yeah.
I think it's saying if you're in a fight and you've lost your arm, maybe let your arm heal and then start fighting again once it's healed.
Let your arm heal the arm that has been lost.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
Let your arm grow back after battle.
Let your arm recover. Let the stump recover.
Right.
Have a few days off, and then fight again.
Okay. Yeah.
So don't give up fighting just because you've lost your arm. Let your arm recover
Yeah.
and then carry on fighting
Right.
if you're good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So I think I like that one. Is what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. I like that one because I am an advocate of if you're finding it hard, then knock it on the head, but don't quit. There's a difference between giving up because you can't, because you're struggling or
Yeah.
you're having a bad day or whatever. That's fine. Walk away then. But if you found something that you're good at or you like or you want to stick with, keep going, man.
So this is more if we're putting this into sort of combat terms as opposed to it being running. Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. Is less about the battle, more about the war.
Yeah, exactly
So
that.
it's extending the journey from this race to your life's race.
I don't know enough about boxing to be able to name an example of someone who's had like some good fights, then shit fights, and then come back and won.
You know a boxer who's had these, Gary? Mr. Rocky Balboa.
Right, well, he's the perfect example. He got kicked the fuck out of in Rocky 2, was it? Yeah. You know, he didn't quit. He just went away to twat some frozen cows.
His arm grew back.
His arm grew back, and then he came back in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
And now we're on Rambo number 207. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's the prime example of not giving up.
There he
so I
is.
like that one.
Ace.
Have I changed your mind about one there because you come in with that you didn't like it?
No, yeah, you've put it in different terms completely. I read that and I was like, don't be fucking stupid, people. If you're hurting, if you're not well, stop. Be safe.
Yeah,
But you've changed it.
I'm so happy.
You've
This
changed
is
it.
what I wanted from Ginger Wisdom. You can laugh at my face and my cogs smoking, but I've won this round.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah, but don't worry, I'll come back in Ginger Wisdom 2.
In what? Yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it?
I'll come back in Ginger Wisdom 2. I'll beat the fuck out of a cow and I will race to the top of the stairs in Philadelphia and I'll punch the sky.
Go, let's
All right.
hear it.
Okay. Shall I do that one? I'm gonna do this one, okay?
Mhm.
I wasn't sure about this, and this might be something we've covered before, but I want to do it, and you'll know why as soon as I say it. Okay.
Okay.
The time to push hard is when you're hurting like crazy and you want to give up. Success is often just around the corner. This is much more straightforward. This does lead on from what we've just been talking about. Again, you'll understand why I chose this.
Yeah.
This was on a specific running.
Say it one more
thing.
time.
The time to push hard is when you're hurting like crazy and you want to give up. Success is often just around the corner.
Yeah. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you've chose it.
This is a massive throwback to a few episodes ago from series 1. Who said that? Who quoted that?
Oh, was this the one? Was it David Guest?
David
What?
Guest.
I'm so confused.
This was I was looking on a specific running inspirational thing. You can see why it's inspirational for running.
I remember this, and you said someone, and it took all credibility away from it.
No. This is just a very random thing. This is probably just for my amusement rather than the listeners. But this is like if we listen to it again, the time to push hard is when you're hurting like crazy and you want to give up. Success is often just around the corner. This sounds like a very running inspired. This sounds like a runner. This sounds like someone who's put the miles in, who's had those times where they've been in turmoil. And whose quote is this?
David Cameron.
James Dyson.
Oh, I do remember him having
Do you remember we did that episode where you kept referring everything back to fucking Hoovering?
Yeah.
And so I came up with this. I said, "Who is this person?" And it was, I don't know, Descartes or some thinker, and you were like James Dyson. There was an actual fucking website that is touting James. I support Brexit, and I'm going to go live in fucking Singapore. Dyson. He's been touted as some sort of oracle of running.
Right, can you say it one more time now that I know it's James Dyson, the Hoover man?
This must have something to do with business. This can't just be running, but it sounds like running. Listen, the time to push hard is when you're hurting like crazy and you want to give up. Success is often just around the corner.
In my head, right, all I can picture now is someone having a really hard time hoovering. Like, they've got a massive living room.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this Hoover weighs a ton. Keep going. I know you're in pain, but just push a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So
They can't quite get those Cheerios out of the corner of the carpet.
Yeah. The little arm hairs flying about.
But unless I've got it fucking wrong, and
Do we know if James Dyson is a runner? Maybe he is a runner. And
he
he's
might
like,
be.
Well,
I literally got to it and I thought I've got to throw it to Gary. But maybe what has happened is like Brendan Foster in that first
fucking
feature
hell, best
today.
mates with him now. You didn't know who he was half an hour ago.
But what I'm saying is I thought he was a cricketer. Maybe there's a long distance runner called James Dyson that we don't know about.
Oh, so it's nothing to do with Hoovers after all.
It's not Hooverman.
All he's getting is just a rake of free advertising.
Yeah, from us. So yeah, those were your ginger wisdoms.
I liked
today,
them
Gary.
too. Thank you.
No, they were good. Yeah, and I'm sorry they were fairly similar, but I just had to throw into fucking James Dyson.
I get it now. But it doesn't matter because I convinced you on one, and that's all I need. I can have a good night's sleep tonight.
Everything's about winning with you, isn't it?
Everything's about me.
Unbelievable. Well, thank you for stopping by here at Behind the Medal. This was Series 2, Episode 4. We'll speak to you later. Please contact us on social media. Tell us how your training's going. Tell us how your head's at. Tell us how your day's been. We love you very dearly for stopping by. My name is Dean Smith.
And my name's Gary Damer.
See you on the flip side.
Ta-ra.